This meeting is being recorded.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 59th meeting of Coastline Toastmasters. It's been quite a while that we had a regular meeting in the event of the contest season, but we are very happy to welcome you all to the complete Toastmaster meeting once again. And I hope some of our guests did miss being a part of this meeting. Today, uh, as you are all aware, Toastmasters is a supportive platform which encourages positive learning, and members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills. What you will be witnessing in the next couple of minutes is how each one has come together is and demonstrated their leadership ability and how they are evolving through the journey of their learning. Before we start the meeting, couple of ground rules that we will all need to remember. While I'm playing the Sergeant at Arms for the day in place of the actual Sergeant at Arms will be with us in some time. Please ensure that all your noise making devices are on mute. I'm going to give you a quick minute to place your noise making devices on mute, please. If you have to keep it on, please ensure it's on silent without vibration. Thank you. Please be cognizant of the fact that people will be speaking over here and any movement could distract them. So in case you have to move, please turn off your videos and you can go ahead and move. Do not unmute unless you're requested or you have to respond when a question is asked. Otherwise, we stay on mute throughout. When the speaker is speaking, please ensure that you provide a supportive um, platform for the speaker to demonstrate their learned skills and encourage them by using the reactions icon that you see over here. As part of Toastmasters, one of the things that we will refrain from doing is to refer to any subject related to religion, politics, or sex in a manner that is not deemed to be discussed in public. Please refrain from using any such references. Once again, I welcome all the guests, and distinguished members of Toastmasters to this 59th meeting. And with a bright welcome to all of you, I hand over the stage to our presiding officer and president of Coastline Toastmasters, Toastmaster Akib.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mamta. Warm welcome to all the members and guests to 59th meeting of Coastline Toastmasters Club. I know we are all facing the cyclone which is coming from Chennai towards Andhra Pradesh, and it is having the effect. A lot of people are facing the power cuts. One of our speaker is not having current and other things, which is delaying his. But still, you all have made it to this meeting, which is, which needs an applause. Why we are here? We are here in Toastmasters to improve our public communication and leadership skill. There is a person called Ralph C. Smedley who got this idea of improving the art of raising a toast. So it happened in 1924 when he realized that there is a need of this kind of society which helps people improve. And because of his deeds in 1924, now we are here. I believe it's 98 years that we are all together. We are trying to improve our public communication skills. And I think it has been a successful journey for Toastmasters that a lot of people get benefited by it. There are a lot of societies, many clubs, different kind of clubs. You have corporate clubs, you have community clubs, you have college clubs. But the motto lies the same, that we are all gathered here to have that peer-to-peer learning experience. We all learn from each other and improve. Today's meeting had, I won't say it's different, but something which is different for all of us. And the title, as it says, adopt, not chop. One thing which came to my mind is linked to dogs. I mean, normally people go for shopping and you will find a lot of people trying to adopt also. I mean, there are a lot of stray dogs going around, right? But there is a rat race for having all this foreign breed of dogs. However, at the same time, you have a lot of dogs which are suffering, and we all can go ahead and adopt them. So I wish the theme is on the same lines. It can be anything. I do not know Toastmaster Rajiv is ready. But before we move ahead into the Toastmaster of the Day session, we have to do installation ceremony of the new members who have joined. So we have Uma Sushmita, which we could not install her earlier, but she's here. We have Toastmaster Padmini Riti in our group. We have Toastmaster Satya and Toastmaster Rajiv. So 4 people who joined our meeting are available here, and we will start. We will do the installation ceremony for them. Just give me a moment. So, just a minute, missed it. Yeah, here we go. Fellow Toastmasters, it's our duty and privilege to induct new members into Coastline Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion that 4 of these new members have joined our club. They have come here in Toastmasters to improve their communication and leadership skill. Now we have an opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve. I will now be calling our new members and restricted members forward and ask them to join me in this discussion. If somebody can spotlight all of these new members, it would be good.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So we have Padmini, then we have Uma. Please try to come on video if it's possible. Then we have Uma is there, Rajiv is there as well. And then, which are the names I'm missing? Okay. Satya, I don't feel Satya is a new guy anymore. So, who else? That's it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So Toastmaster Padmini Riti, Toastmaster Rajiv Chakravarti, Toastmaster Satya. And Toastmaster Uma Sushmita Perepam. All of you are joining a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people learn to communicate more effectively. As a member of Coastline Toastmasters Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. So there is a question to Vice President of Education, whether all of these members have been assigned a mentor or not. So as a working VP Education, I hereby confirm that all of these new members have been assigned mentor. Now, I would request the people who are here, the mentors available. I think we have few mentors here in the group. I would request mentors to come forward and confirm whether they will be helping these mentors to get into trades and learn all the Toastmaster stuff. So all the mentors, I think Mamta is one of them, and we don't have Vikram. Yeah, we have one mentor only in the room. So Toastmaster Mamta, do you accept this responsibility and pledge to share your knowledge and experience with our new members so that they can immediately begin to benefit from their Toastmaster membership?
I do.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mumta. Moving ahead, membership in this club and in Toastmaster International is a privilege that carries with it many rewards, yet it also places certain obligation upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. So it is peer-to-peer learning platform. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. This means we all must work diligently towards our own self-development, evaluate others' speeches in a spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching its goal, remain positive and keep a smile on your face. We ask you, our new members, to dedicate yourselves to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow members, and to help keep this Toastmasters Club strong and dynamic. Please face your fellow members and affirm your membership by repeating below words. I and your name.
Masushmata Perepa.
Remaining folks. Toastmaster Satya.
Yep.
Okay. I,
I,
Toastmaster Rakib, in presence of my fellow members of the Coastline Toastmasters Club,
Toastmaster Satya,
in the presence of my
In the-
fellow members of Coastline Toastmasters Club,
in the
In
presence
the
of
presence of my fellow Coastline Toastmasters Club,
my fellow Toastmaster, Coastline Toastmaster members,
make this firm obligation
make this
make
firm obligation
to attend meetings regularly,
to attend meetings regularly
and prepare fully
and prepare fully
for each assignment,
for each
for each
assignment,
assignment,
to apply myself
to apply
to apply
myself
myself
to the projects outlined
to the
to
projects outlined
in the Toastmasters educational program,
in the
in the
Toastmasters
Toastmasters
educational program,
to participate
to participate
actively in club activities,
actively in club
club
activities,
activities,
to evaluate
to
to evaluate
others in a positive,
others,
others
in a positive way,
way,
constructive
and
constructive
constructive
manner,
manner,
to build
to build
open friendly relationship
open friendly
open
relationship
friendly relationships
with my fellow members,
with
with
my
my
fellow
fellow
members,
members,
and to bring
and to
and to
bring
bring
other new members
other new
new
members
members
into the club
into the club
so that they can
so that they can
also gain
also gain
the benefit of Toastmasters.
the benefits of Toastmasters.
Toastmasters.
Now, would all club members repeat the club pledge to its new members? We, the member of Coastline Toastmasters Club,
We, the members of Coastline Toastmaster Club,
pledge to support you
pledge to
pledge to
support you
you
in your quest
in my best
for self-development,
for self-development,
to provide you
to provide you
with positive,
with positive
helpful evaluations,
and full evaluation,
to maintain a friendly,
to maintain a friendly,
supportive atmosphere,
supportive atmosphere,
to give you opportunities
to give you opportunities
to help others,
to help others,
and
and
to make your Toastmasters membership
to make your Toastmaster membership
a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
Now, all four of you are member of Coastline Toastmasters Club. Let us give a huge round of applause.
thank you everyone. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, without further ado, let us move into the next session, and I would request Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rajiv, to take it from here.
Thank you so much, Presiding Officer Toastmaster Akib. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and dear guest. As all of you guessed correctly. Now, I have a question to everyone before start the discussion. Like, how many of you are aware of the story of a great epic Mahabharata? I hope all of you have know some of the story about Mahabharata. That's great. I hope everybody knows about it. Then tell me, which creature reached heaven along with King Yudhishthir? Anyone? Any guess?
Dog.
Absolutely bang on. Yudhishthir started his journey towards the heaven along with his four brothers and Draupadi. But before reaching heaven, Draupadi and other four brothers collapsed, and a dog accomplished Yudhishthir on his journey of heaven. There are so many animals in the world, but among them, humans have developed the relationship, or I must say the great relationship with dog by the power of three basic but very crucial parameters. The three parameters are love, trust, and friendship. Like that, every Toastmaster meeting is divided into three important segments. First, prepare speech, where a speaker has prepared his speech or her speech in advance and will deliver the speech. And that there will be a timeline, 5 to 7 minutes, which will be mentioned by the timer. Table topic speech, where a topic will be given by a table topic master, and he and she need to speak immediately and then to think on their feet. And last but most important is evaluation, where all the speaker's speech will be evaluated by our general evaluator. Toastmaster is a synonymous to growth. To ensure our growth, we have a special person in this meeting who knows as a general evaluator. The person who is a table topic wizard, he worked as an internal auditor at Renault, currently residing at Riyadh, Saudi Arab. Now, on that note, let me welcome on the stage the G of today's meeting, Toastmaster Umar Farooq. Toastmaster Umar, on that note, I will hand over this podium to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dade, Toastmaster Rajiv, for your kind introduction. I will be the general evaluator for this meeting. What does general evaluator do? He evaluates the meeting from start to finish and each role player that has not been evaluated. So all those will be evaluated. Whatever happens in the meeting and has not happened will be evaluated. But I will not be doing it alone. I have a tag team. T is for timer, A is for our counter, and G is program area. So tag team. So first, let's have the introduction of timer. Toastmaster Akib. So let's explain the timer role. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Umar. The only thing which cannot be bought in this real world is time. You cannot hold it, you cannot store it, it flows. The only thing you can do is to make best out of it. We can use it properly so that it helps in your life. If I just lie down on the bed, time will flow, time will not stop. So that is the essence of time. My job as timer in today's meeting is to keep a tab on times. I will be sharing the timings for all the prepared speakers and table topic speaker. Timing for prepared speaker is 5 to 7 minutes. 5 minutes I'll be sharing green card, 6 minutes yellow, 7 minutes red. And for table topic, it is 1 to 2 minutes, 1 minute green, 1.5 minute yellow, and 2 minutes red. Ladies and gentlemen, 30 seconds is the grace period on the maximum time that we have. So for
Oh, I think light went off. And okay, let's move on to the other role players. So the other role player is the R counter, and he will speak the truth because his name is Satya. So he will speak the Satya. So the R counter, to present the R counter's role explanation, we have Toastmaster Satya. Over to you.
Thank you, Omar. Good evening, all of you, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of R counter is to note words and sounds that are used for a pause fillers by anyone who speaks in the meeting. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words such as but, so, and kind of words. I will also listen for filler sounds, including kind of sounds, and note when a speaker repeats words of or phrases such as this means, I. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Yeah, that is the role that I was going to play as a R counter today. Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Omar, for giving me this opportunity, and over to you again.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satya. So he will be the R counter. So let's go on to the another role, other team member of mine. So we are not native speaker, so we need sometimes guidance related to our language. So we have a language evaluator in the meeting also. We call him or her the grammarian and the word master. So she is none other than Toastmaster Uma, the newly inducted member. Toastmaster Uma, can you explain your role? Thank you.
Sure, Omar, thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As grammarian today, it is my responsibility to help you focus on the language and improve it. So I will note down the good usages and not so good usages of the English language today. Also, the word of the day is finicky. F-I-N-I-C-K-Y, finicky. It means being very particular about little things, not someone who is not easily pleased. Finicky. I will also put it down in the chat box, but I repeat myself. The word of the day is finicky. And the phrase of the day is be in the soup. Be in the soup. It means to land in trouble, be in an unpleasant situation. The phrase of the day is be in the soup. When the Toastmasters or the guests use this word of the day or the phrase of the day, I request everybody to show a virtual thumbs up as an encouragement. During the end of the meet, when the general evaluator calls me back, I will be back with my report. Thank you. Over to you, Umar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uma, for such a wonderful explanation of your role. And with this, I will be coming back in the third session, the better listening session, and we'll be leading that evaluation session. And I will hand over the virtual lectern back to our Toastmaster, the Toastmaster Rajiv. Thank you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Umar. Now, if you go out or go outside your colony, your society, or anywhere, or go somewhere, you must see a lot of dogs on the road. Now, I have a question to everyone. Have you ever thought what is the reason for the increasing number of stray dogs? Anyone? Any thought?
There is an increase in stray dogs, I agree.
The population increase.
Yeah.
Sometimes people find it passionate to, sorry, was somebody speaking? I don't know.
No, go ahead. Go ahead,
Okay.
Mamta.
So sometimes people think that they would want to have a pet. They buy or adopt a pet. They're not ready for it. They don't think through whether they can take care of it or not. 1 month, 2 months down the line, unlike kids, they are also difficult. Unlike kids, they are also difficult. Kids we can't get rid of, but pets are an easy option. And I have seen that happening with many people. They abandon them ruthlessly somewhere. And, it could be because of their restrictions as well. But ideally, they should be finding a place. So they just let it go on the street.
Agree. Correct. Anyone? Any other thought apart from
there is no family planning and single marriage system in that community.
Yeah. Okay, great. And that's a great one. Anyone else before I move into
Yeah, Rajab, just to add what Mamta has said, if any pet falls sick or with any disease, so the owners trying to uh, leave that dog on the street. So just they don't want to take that responsibility. And I feel because of that, even the population is increasing on the streets.
Great. Thank you so much for all of you. Have a great try. And yes, some extent, all of you are correct. Now, I want to tell you the three reason, or I want to tell you what is the main reason behind it. First, non-sterilization. Number two, not doing habitat control. Number three, pet dogs abandoned by their masters, as some of you already mentioned. Now, according to Times of India, the population of stray dog in India is more than 35 million. You can imagine, and you can check the details in Animal Welfare Board of India or www.awbi.in. Do you want to know what is the way of control this population? Yes, sure. So let me give you the first option where we had mentioned that non-sterilization. Now, in 2004, expert consultant from WHO identified the three practical reasons in order to avoid these things. And okay, before continue that, and in order to continue the journey of adopt, don't buy, I would like to call our first speaker, but before that, I would like to call his evaluator, DTM Ramakant, to please come to the e-podium. Yes, Akib, you want to say anything?
Yeah, we will do table topic session first because
Akib, Govind is joining. He actually paused his journey and he's joining.
okay.
So if we can read the evaluation, in case we hear any disturbance, then we will cancel that and move on to table topics.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, now they put me on a soup now.
Yeah. On that note, I would request Ramakant, please read out the objective of this.
Am I audible?
Yes, Ramakant, you are.
Thank you so much. Thanks for putting me onto this soup, Coastline Toastmasters. I am Ramakant Kunatham, going to evaluate the speaker Toastmaster Govind. Toastmaster Govind is attempting his project 3 from level 1 from the engaging humor pathway. And the purpose of the statement is the purpose of this project for the member to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance his speech. Timer, please note that the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. I really wish you all the very best, Toastmaster Govind. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, DTM Ramakant, for mentioning the objective and purpose of the speech. But I want to confirm if Govind is already in this podium.
Yes, he's joined. Govind, can you unmute and speak?
Yeah, am I audible and visible? I'm outside now.
Yes, you are very much audible and visible. Thank you so much. So our first speaker, Toastmaster Govind, will speak about his pathways, engaging humor, and title Captain Govind, and he's delivered his level 1 and speech 3. And before hand over the podium to him, let me give a short introduction to all of you. He has been associated with Coastline Toastmaster for a term now. He is known for his humor and witty memes, and he is our mimicking and our enthusiastic sergeant at arms. On that note, I would like to call Govind to come to the podium and deliver his speech. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajiv. Can you pin the timer? I could not see the timer.
I am the timer. I am the timer. Yeah.
Okay, shall I start? A very fine good evening to all the Toastmasters and guests present here. My name is Govind, and I would like to share my journey as Captain Govind. This journey started in class 12, when I was the captain of the school. It all started with the day where class 12 students were asked to give the nomination. And I was one of them who chose to nominate myself as the captain of the school. By the captain, I mean the head boy. Usually in few schools they call as head boy, or some schools call as captain. But here I was known as the captain. So actually the elections took place. I just want to share my experience of elections, where I was the one who nominated. On the opposite side, there was a girl who nominated herself and she's campaigning. We were given a chance for campaigning, there was a slot in the afternoon of the school where I was allowed to campaign across the school. So I had a symbol of a 6-pointed star, which is similar to the Jansena. And I had a thumbs up in between the 6-pointed star. That is the emblem of my election campaign. And I had taken printout of those campaigns in a small square size papers. And I distributed it among all my classmates and schoolmates. Everybody liked it. And some of them used their creativity and colored that in various creative ways, which I was shocked. I didn't expect. Also, I had prepared a manifesto. And the manifesto was simple, like maintenance of the toilet, because toilets were not maintained well that time. And also, there was one more point which I remember was water facilities should be available every floor. In that school, water tank was available only in the ground floor. So I prepared a list of manifestos and went to my principal. If she approves, I can campaign this manifesto across the school. So she approved my manifesto. And during this journey, students were voluntarily coming and joining me to campaign along with me. And that time, PT sir, who doesn't like me much, he told, just let the school know that you are here, just campaign, shout loudly. And later when I campaigned, I went to every class. I did like this, like a namaskar of a politician. And then I said, vote for thumbs up, and showed my symbol, thumbs up. Everyone shouted in excitement and people kept joining. I kept walking, 3 people this side, 3 people that side. They kept coming behind me. And as soon as I go every class, at least 4 to 5 students used to join me. It was like Gandhiji's moment where all the people joined together. It was like a unity run. And then everyone started screaming, vote for thumbs up, vote for thumbs up. It was a resound. But that was a bad time because my principal, she was in a video conference with some guest of another country. And it was disturbing her conference. Now I realized why PT sir told to scream loudly. And I experienced the politics there itself. Also during the time of elections, the opposition person's friend was a guy, also my mutual classmate. He was a hostler. I was a day scholar, there were hostlers as well. So he used to bring in biryani and eat. And juniors used to have mouth watering and seeing him eat biryani. So that time what he said was, if they don't vote for me and vote for the other person, he would give biryani packets to everyone. I came to know this because one hostler was in my favor. He was a spy of me and he let me know that. And I was really shocked. Really? It was just a captaincy election and politics at that time. I was really shocked seeing that. Also on the day of elections, photos were taken. Later, if I see my photo is not there. Again, there's a conspiracy that someone wantedly deleted my pics. Later, once the results were announced, I lost by 12 votes. And then the next day in the school morning assembly, principal ma'am has announced the school captain. And then she said, now I welcome the secretary of the school. I was standing in the middle of the assembly on the stage, and I was watching this way. I was thinking, who is the secretary? She was meaning me. And that was my embarrassing moment that she was calling me as the secretary and inviting to the stage. And I was like, who is this? And everyone started laughing. So that was one of the funny moments. Later, I want to thank Junior NTR's Rabasa movie because the person the guy who didn't want me to win the elections, he actually wanted to see the Rabasa movie. He was a die-hard fan of Junior NTR. So then he contacted the captain to book the tickets, and he jumped the wall of the hostel, went to the movie. By the time he come back, the principal ma'am has given him a grand welcome. After knowing this truth, he has removed the captaincy of that girl and made me the school captain. Later on, I was great captain. I gave many inspiring speeches. I used to visit every classrooms and share funny incidents with my juniors, and they used to enjoy my time. I used to enjoy their time. And that was the best moment ever. Looking back, I felt like I left a legacy. And then this was the best. And life was so boring, I thought, let me live a legacy in the world stage. So that's the reason I joined Toastmasters. Let's see what will be my future after joining Toastmasters, whether if I will leave a legacy on a world stage. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Govind, and what a lovely and beautiful speech. Thank you so much. Now, let's move to the discussion. Before the speech, we have mentioned the three main reasons of increasing the stray dog, as I hope all of you remember. Let me repeat. Non-sterilization, not doing habitat control, and pet dogs abandoned by their owners or masters. Now, in 2004, expert consultant from WHO, that is World Health Organization, identified three practical methods in order to avoid these circumstances. Those are movement restriction, means restricting the movement so that they can't move from one area to another, and so that government can focus their vaccination and sterilization program on one area at a time. Now, in order to say that, I've seen a couple of cases where I have following few channels and few actually organization who working with kept the dog who actually abandoned by their owner or due to XYZ reason. Last day I saw one of the video in YouTube where some of the people went to Uttarakhand, they see the stray dog and they looks very beautiful, they buy them, and after a few months they abandoned, and they came with those dogs in Mumbai and they abandoned them, because the reason behind it, the nature where they bought up or they born is something different, very cold. But if you talk about the temperature in Mumbai, it's very humid, and they are not able to take care of them, and they just abandon that. And that's a very heart touching, where they're not taking care of those puppies or breed dogs and even the stray dog as well. Number two, habitat control. The hundred and thousand of garbage dumped all across India, and that is the biggest problem of India. And we are challenging not only saving the dogs, even the environmental, because waste management system, waste management control is so poor in India. And I personally feel very bad when I went to travel in different countries, and when we come back to India and see the differences are okay. And if they are removed, if there is cleanness, obviously the holding capacity and area would be much lesser. And number three, reproduction control. Government has taken action on sterilizing stray dogs, but pet dog sterilization is also very much important, because if the pet are not sterilized, the population of stray dogs would increase, because in India, some pet owners can't afford sterilization cost. So they abandon their puppies, and it's very sad to see that. Apart from there is another option or method, and I hope all of you also want to know about that. But before, I would like to say, like, we are human, are always very finicky about a lot of things. But as a dog, they're not. They just love they want just a love, a shelter and food. But as a human, for our own benefit, we are not taking care of them. We love them for a few years and then we abandon them. It's not everyone, but there are a lot of people I have seen in my area, in my locality, in my society, they are doing that. And I feel personally very bad. And in every night, whenever I get an opportunity, me and my wife going outside, give them food and try to help them. But then I hope other people are doing that, but that's not the only thing to help them. In order to continue the discussion, we'll do, but before that, just allow me a minute. Before continue the discussion, I would like to introduce someone who has been associated with Toastmaster over for 2 years now, managing corporate clubs and community club. She is recognized as the Toastmaster of the Year for our division in 2021. Toastmaster for her is a platform to connect with new people and learn along the way. On that note, I would like to call Toastmaster Mamta. Please come to the podium. Over to you, Toastmaster Mamta.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajib. That was indeed a very heart-wrenching episode that you've shared with us, and we will try to do our bit. But before you continue, I know a lot of people must be waiting for table topics, and we ourselves have been waiting for this for quite some time. Like I've mentioned, we've been in contests, so we miss table topics a lot. But before we get into it, let me quickly explain what table topic segment is all about for those of you who are witnessing it for the first time. Table topics is one particular segment in a Toastmasters meet, which is free flowing, which what I mean by that is here we will not be really looking at the content of it, but how you're able to relate to the topic is what matters. And guess what? Everybody is eligible to participate in this. You don't have to be a Toastmaster member to take part in it. We will consciously make an attempt to call out to our guests and our new members. And those of you who are interested, you can keep your hands raised as well, because you never know aapka number kab aayega. Now, let me tell you what's going to happen in table topics segment. You have already met the timer. You have a time limit though, because everything in Toastmasters is timed. The time limit for a Toastmaster speech will be 1 to 2 minutes. So you have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute, and you can go up to 2 minutes, and a little grace period will be given, since I have the name Grace in me. Just kidding, 30 minutes grace period is definitely there, but nothing less than 1 minute and nothing more than 2.5 minutes. Please keep that in mind. Keep an eye on the timer cards as well. Now, let's come to the topics. I know our Toastmaster of the day has chosen a very, very heart-touching, especially for me as well. I'm a pet parent. And when I heard this, I was really touched by it, but then I didn't want to continue in the same tone. So I took a different theme altogether, and the theme is going to be on sound effects. What I'm going to do is, as and when you take turns, you will get to listen to a sound. You will have to tell us anything about that sound. How do you relate to it? What does that sound talk to you about? Or, anything that comes into your mind the moment you hear that sound. Be creative, be crazy, and have fun. But remember, not less than 1 minute and not more than 2.5 minutes. So on that note, let me first call upon a Toastmaster so that you get an understanding of how this is played. So any takers from current members, senior members? Oh, Toastmaster of the day. Let's give others a chance for a minute, since you have been doing a lot of talking. So I'll park you for a minute there. Let's see if somebody else will be interested. I see a hand raised by Sushmita. Okay. I want
Is it a trial
somebody
run or an original one?
Sorry?
Is it a trial run or an original one?
Original. So I see TM Krishna, Toastmaster Krishna raising his hands. So I will ask Krishna to go ahead, okay? And then the rest of you can take turns. May I ask everybody to go on mute? So Krishna?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Timer, I hope you're ready. First, we will play the music. Then we will start the timer. So Krishna, this is the tune for you. You can ask me to play it once again if you would want to.
I have confusion. Like after the tuning, I need to speak about that tune or what?
Yes, I'm going to play a sound for you. Listen to the sound, and whatever comes into your heart about that sound, how do you connect to it? What does that tune talk to you about? Any story that you have around that tune, you can share with us.
Sure, thank you.
I'll just pause to check if you're able to hear it.
Yes, it's good.
Okay, I'm going to spotlight Krishna now, and then you can start. Timer?
Yeah, after listening this music, I just connected to the heavy rainfall. So currently rainfall is there in my house also. So much of rainfall is there. Just I connected in my village also. So my village having a lot of big pond near about 100 acres. It is called, the village name is Upperpod, is a bird sanctuary. So many birds are there in my village. Whenever the rain is there, means all birds are in the nest will be there. And beautiful flowers in my pond. And I used to go to the school not with umbrella, with the gunny bag putting on my head and taking my backside and go. We don't have the umbrella in my villages. We used to go on the mud road. So happy to go in the mud road, and we used to run and going in one bush, and we'll go to the school, and it's very funny and very happy to see. And yesterday also we have annual meet in Pfizer, and so much of raining is there, and we are given so much of dance and in the rain also. So the everybody, the CEO is telling that when nature itself is blessing us with the rain dance and everything is there. So we connected each and every person's, and DJ is there. Everybody we connected. So always I like different seasons. If you take this one, rainy season and winter season and summer season, which season you like? I like always a rainy season. If you go for rainy season, anywhere in the streets, I'll go. Nice budgies are there, bondas are there, and if you go the scones, everybody likes that one. Everybody likes. So always I like that that music which is connected is beautiful movies also there. If you take Bangaru Mulle, so now I can say the Aqua, one of the best movies, Bangaru Mulle. It is what is Vana. Vana, it is a Telugu movie. Nice music is there. And so many movies also got hit because of the rain songs. If I do next door Chiranjeevi rain songs is there, and whatnot. I mean, Krishna, Superstar, everybody's having the rain songs are hit. Thank you very much. Nice music we got, and we had to enjoy this music. So pleasant
Wow.
music. Thank you very much.
What a reminiscing speech, right? I know I was stuck near the budgies though. My heart went out there. But yeah, of course, rainy season is a favorite for many. One, because of the memories you carry from your childhood as well. And I think they translate to much later. Like just yesterday, you enjoyed in the office space. I'm sure everybody has a lot of stories around rain. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Krishna, for sharing that. And now we move to Toastmaster Ramya. Okay, here is your music. I hope you are ready. All right, Ramya, this one is for you. Okay, I pause it there. Timer, whenever you're ready. Ramya, please go ahead.
I'm glad I'm not put in any soup. I'm very happy you brought me on this festive note, even at this toughest time of the rainfall. I really got into my moves. I remember this Vinayak Chavati in Andhra and Telangana, and all the music. Whenever we have a chance of this teen man, it gives goosebumps to dance. No matter you learn the dance or you are a beginner or you have nobody in the field of dance, but you still have the groove in your body, and it will make you to move. That is how our music can add a magic in life. And thanks for bringing the sounds as a part of our program. And for me, this lovely music allows me to get the nostalgic thing. As a reporter for TV9, I was there reporting for the first time. All that Vinayak Chavati Nimarjanam, that day itself, everybody comes with their own pumpets and with their own little music. And little boys also bring on their little cards, handmade cards, all the Ganeshas. They give the music and they dance with the other dance people also. That time you believe that you are part of that whole crowd and you are one among them. And that was my first live session on the camera. It was very tough for everybody to stand in the crowd, to stand with the mic and to speak. For me, it was quite challenging. I grabbed all the opportunity to speak and make my audience who were watching me at the midnight 11 o'clock. See, I got the slot at 11 o'clock in the midnight to speak on the camera, on the live on the television. And luckily, all our efforts were so colorful and lively. That show has hit the highest TRP rating rather than on the whole day, which was a surprise to my channel people. And that one music which you gave me is a lifetime nostalgic sound, which allows me to dance even though I'm at 80s or 90s or 100s also. So thank you so much for pulling that lovely sound as a point here. And I made sure it became part of our families, even in the occasions whenever we have Bhogi, Panduga and Sankranti. We call our the native musicians to our home, where 200 families flock together and dance for this rather than a DJ first. We dance for this native sound and then we continue with the regular life. Thank you so much.
Wow, that felt like Teen Mar for us. I know, Ramya, this is a very common song that is played here, especially for a lot of occasions. And I know it's the easiest tune to dance to as well. Free flowing. Great. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Yes, Toastmaster Ramakant, DGM Ramakant. Let me pull up the sound for you and then I will spotlight you, okay? And I pause it there. DTM Ramakant, I'm sure you can add a lot of flair here.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Mamata, for that creative ideas to be a table topics master. This sound is very, 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 very close to my heart because I'm an ardent fan of songs. While I was a kid, I along with the entire family and I will be waiting for Friday 8:30 or Sunday 8:30. That is when the oldest form of TV is the Doordarshan channel used to play Chitra Lahari. There's a combination of half an hour, the 10 songs or 8 songs they're going to play from all the latest movies. And if, as like Krishna said, if I chose to be the rainy season as my favorite season, it is going to be a false statement here, because if it is rainy season and Chitra Lahari is playing, because of the signals, because of the wind, you will not get anything and you will get to hear the sound which just Mamta played. Too much of a disturbance in the frequency modulations and you get to hear this sound. And my grandfather, my dad, was the ardent lovers of cricket. When the cricket match is playing in Doordarshan channel, I was the one who has to go stand in my daba. That was the first floor, the floor, whatever the antenna was there. I had to stand there and I need to check whether the antenna is catching up the signal properly or not. So they scream in the local language, "Aa rahe kya?" And they have to say, yes, yes, yes. This is what I remember, the signal disturbance. Lucky, and we have a lot of satellites these days technology improvement, people would also have this too much of availability of too much of a channels, too much of things. People are not focusing on one thing. I urge and I request, I beseech everybody, please, please don't forget those beautiful moments. Sit along with your family members, enjoy those 10 songs, enjoy those cricket bowling, enjoy those moments which we are actually missing. Because I get to see a lot of people are going with their laptops and somebody is watching Netflix in the same house, somebody is watching the serial in the same house, somebody is watching their favorite movie in the same house with the 3 laptops and 1 TV along. I request everybody to please sit with the family members, enjoy those moments which you're never going to get it in your lifetime. Live in the moment without those frequency modulation disturbance. Over to you, Mamta.
Thank you so much, DTM Ramakant. You added a different flair to the entire sound. Actually, I played the sound of snoring, but then it turned out to be a disturbance in the signal, which is equally the same if you actually technically look at it. But I really like the take you brought in and the message you shared. Thank you so much for that. That's a very important message, especially for the current times that we are in. It's really important that we stay together. Since I don't see any raise of hands, so Toastmaster Rajiv, I will give you a chance, and then Avinash. So we'll go with Rajiv first since he raised his hand. Rajiv, the sound for you is this. And I pause it there.
Good evening, fellow Toast. Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and dear guest. This sound, remember me actually 15 years back or maybe 20 years back when I was very old. I actually very scared of these scary sounds and then ghost, because we used to see in our TV serial or movies a lot of movies like remember Virana, and then lot of series coming in TV. And one story actually that kept me in mind for a long time, that one person in where I used to stay in Kolkata, where the one person from our locality actually, due to some XYZ reason, that person suicide. And because I doing that time night shift, sorry, that was another story. So during that time when I came back from school, actually in the afternoon, or when I come from my tuition, when I come from that house, in front of that haunted me for a long time, even I went for sleep. The second story, actually another person, a little girl actually due to some reason hang suicide after her mother out from her home, and she actually takes some acids, and then that's also create another fear in me, because that time I was doing night shift when I was in Kolkata. I came at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock, and that also haunted me for a good amount of time. And recently, though these come back to me very recently, these sounds and this fear come to me because 2 days back I lost my maternal uncle. I am not able to go there because I'm in Mumbai. It's in Kolkata, and that's the reason when I heard this sound, it really scared me, because not only those remind me, but then I lost someone who is very close to me. I every year, 3 years or twice in a time, I went there in my maternal uncle house and we spent a good time. But when I heard about that he died due to cerebral stroke at age of 58, again I feel that fear come to me. But again, me and my wife there were working together to how to come out of that. But again, there are some true story I'd love to share with all of you, and that's thank you to you, Toastmaster Mamta. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajiv, for the take. I know this music is not a hot favorite for many, I can see some chat messages as well. All of us grew up to be believing that if you pass by the cemetery, you will see a white person, white lady, a lady dressed in white outfits. And we have seen eventually, I don't know how, why, where, but I think this music reminds me of it. So let me call upon a guest now to take a stab at the topic. Raghav, Ashrita, either of you, anybody would be interested to take on topic?
Yes.
Yes, Anil. All right, Anil, this is for you. I hope you remember this.
I'll try my level best.
Okay, I'm going to pause there.
Yeah, and this is my first appearance, and I've been to the Toastmaster. Just want to give my introduction. Myself, Anil, and I'm part of the Northern Tool Equipment India Toastmaster Club, and I just want to see how exactly the Toastmaster is going into across all the different clubs. And with that said, that this is the favorite tone of Vodafone SR, and I would go with that. So basically, Vodafone SR has been in trouble after Jio as well. Airtel is been in the market, and Vodafone as well, and Idea has been partnered now, and there is in the soup. I just want to quote the idiom of the day, and right now they're in a big trouble that all the share values of the Vodafone as well as the Idea, they're in going around less than a 10 rupee because they had a lot of debt with the Indus Towers. And if you go back to the tune, most of in the 2000 era, most of the people used to have this a favorite tune and used to this tune over that. And that's it. I want to quote it, Mamta, over there, and I'm sure that I crossed 1 minute. I'm not sure too. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anil. That was a beautiful take on the topic as well. I hope all of you enjoyed the table topic segment, and I'm happy that it helped you remember some of your life events, and you were also able to very well connect to some of the tunes. And thank you so much for your contribution. Let me now hand over the stage back to the Toastmaster of the day, Rajeev.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mamta. Can we have a big round of applause for Toastmaster Mamta to organize a great session, and we really enjoyed it a lot. Let's come back to the session. As I rightly promised, or I already promised, I will definitely tell about the last option or method. But before that, I want to share you some of my personal thought. Dog, a creature created by God who has given unconditional love to human, extended their hands of friendship. Human, we are basically, when we are in love, there are a lot of conditions are there. And there is some cases we have seen there is no selfless love. And people are coming in our life and going, someone stay maybe 2 days, someone 2 years, or someone 20 years. And people are coming and going from your life. People are dishonest, not everyone, but some of them will betray you. But this beautiful animal or creature will never be dishonest or betray with you. They just don't want to eat from your hand or you. They want love, affection, and care from us. From human being, actually, they want these things. There is no selfishness from their end. And I try my best, even not me and my wife try to best to feed them some dogs and give them some love. And if we are trying to go out every night or evening and give them some food, whatever we can. Believe me, there are many times happened when I came from my office or my wife come from office or any other work, and we are outside and we don't have no food. But even then, they recognize us, come to us and care us. The joy of that moment is very difficult to express in a word. And believe me, if you love them, you feel that love and joy when they give to you. That is something unconditional. I've seen a couple of bad experience in my personal life with the connection with the people, but then when I try to when I move my shift from this human to like love, I need to love more animals, dogs, birds, trees. Their love is unconditional. And on that note, we need to go to the last session. And on that note, I would like to call the general evaluator of today's session, Toastmaster Umar. Umar, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Toastmaster Rajiv. Welcome to the better listening session. And let's see how we were doing as a listener. And we'll start the evaluation session. To begin with, we will having an evaluation of the prepared speeches. And to do so, we have only one speaker. And to do the evaluation of the speech of Toastmaster Govind, we have distinguished Toastmaster Ramakan. Over to you to present the evaluation report. Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
All right, thank you so much. It's Captain Govind. Unexpected things happens expectedly or unexpectedly. It is a great time for me to listening to your speech. Now it's time for me to evaluate your speech based on the objectives. So as per the pathways guide, I'll start evaluating your speech based on 3 objectives. One is the excellent things in your speech. Second is the things which you have to work upon for the next time. And the third one is I'll leave you with a challenge. So first thing first, I'll talk about the excellent things in your speech. What I loved about your speech is you actually humiliated yourself in front of the audience. And that needs a lot of guts. And really, really congratulations for attempting your own life story with a lot of courage, and then you depicted all the incidents very well. Second excellent thing in your speech was you were confident, though you have a little difficulty situation, the circumstances what you are in today, but you managed really well to present the speech in front of the audience as you committed to deliver your speech. That was a good thing about the commitment levels. Thank you so much for that. And to talk about few of the parameters about according to the pathways, your clarity of the voice was good. Your interest towards the audience and the making the audience to grab the attention and making audience to listen to your speech, especially as an evaluator, I connected to the speech with the clarity and the thoughts in it. So the clarity, audience interest, the correctiveness was really good according to the parameters of pathways. Now it's time for me to jump on to the things which you could have improved better in the speech. I, as an evaluator, found it really difficult to understand the differences between the vocal varieties, though the speech has given you a lot of space to have your vocal varieties. To name a few, you mentioned that your photo wasn't there. You might have given a small pause and said, to my surprise, my photo wasn't there. I feel it's a conspiracy. Those vocal varieties weren't clear to me as an evaluator, because this speech is all about the vocal variety and the body language. Where you are presenting it in the online, I couldn't have focused much on your body language because that is a wrong justice for me as an evaluator. But I was waiting until the end of the speech. There was no proper vocal varieties, though this speech has given a lot of scope for you to portray a lot of vocal varieties. And the second incident, what I distinctly remember was you all the way became a secretary of the school. And while madam is calling you, you could have at least paused there and then change your tonality into a suspense or a surprise or a stunt, and then given us that to an audience to enjoy that particular vocal variety with the facial expressions wasn't there to me as an evaluator. So overall, it was a great speech, self-humiliation and self-depicting stories, but yet the objectives are not met to me as an evaluator. So I strongly recommend you to repeat the speech if you have a time. Otherwise, it's up to you. But then I'll leave you with a challenge. The objective is all about the vocal variety. Though your speech has given you a space to showcase all the vocal varieties, it wasn't clear to me, maybe because of the circumstances you were holding the camera or anything, but please do take care of it. Thank you so much. Over to you, general evaluator.
Wonderful evaluation, Dusman Ramakant, and quite detailed and very helpful for the speaker as well. And I always say that evaluation is not just the breakfast for the champion, it's the lunch and dinner also. No, that don't stop at breakfast. Always go for the lunch and dinner also. And in the end, it will help you in many ways. So let's go on to the role players. So my tag team. My tag team first team is Toastmaster Akib, the timer. Time and tide waits for no one. So time is money. Let's see how much money we have spent. Over to you, Akib.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Omar. Let me share my screen for the timer report. Yes, hope you can see the screen. So, ladies and gentlemen, timing is the actual wealth. This is how the timing has been for prepared speaker. He was in red zone 642. And then we had table topic sessions. Almost everybody spoke more than 2 minutes. Only Toastmaster Anil Kumar spoke for 1 minute 15 seconds, which is very good. We all should be in the green or red zone, green and yellow zone, not to be in the red zone. It's always difficult. Any 5 seconds here and there, and you are disqualified. But thankfully, everybody is qualified today. We were all on time, and you can see the timing. Individual timings are written here. So that's about the timing of today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Kumar.
Thank you, Mr. Timer, for the wonderful report. Let's go on to the counter. हम भी करते हैं तो हो जाते हैं बदनाम. So let's have a counter report from Toastmaster Satya. Counter.
Yeah.
Satya.
I have noted that in a notebook. Yeah, I will share my screen. This is the first time I was doing it. So I quickly grabbed an
long pause. Another counted long pause. Just kidding.
1 second. Is my screen
Satya, you
visible?
should be able to share your screen now. Can you check? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah.
Oh.
Should I be evaluating everybody, or should it be
everybody, every role player?
Yeah. I have seen a few and repeats with Rajib's speech, and and Govind's speech went well along with some R's, and Mamata has a few R's and speech because she spoke a lot when compared to the others. That is less, I believe. Yeah, and that's what I found today. Yeah, what do you, General Evaluator Omar?
Thank you, Toastmaster Satya, for speaking the truth, and you presented a wonderful counter report. Everybody can hear me clearly, no? Okay. So let's go on to the language evaluation. Let's see how our grammar was. So to present the grammar report, we have Toastmaster Uma Shishmita, not same, but very apart. Let's get it.
Thank you, Umar.
Oh, it was.
Yes. Once again, a great evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Firstly, kudos to Rajiv for using the word of the day today, finicky. All of you have been very finicky when it comes to using this word, but I hope you have learned what it means and will be happy using it in the future. And the phrase of the day is happily used by Ramakant, Ramya, and Anil. Kudos to the three of you. Now, when it comes to the good usages, I've found some very good usages of words and phrases in our today's meeting. Sterilization, manifesto, spy, left a legacy, heart-wrenching episode, stories around rain, add magic to life, nostalgic, close to my heart. I urge, request everybody, good amount of time. Congratulations, Toastmasters. These indeed are really good usage of words and phrases. Now, when it comes to the not so good usages or the words or phrases that could be avoided, Toastmasters used we are mentioned that before continue that I could not see the timer. When it comes to this, cannot see the timer is a better usage because we're talking about the present. Square size paper. In that time, spy of me, again, spy of mine or spy for me is an appropriate usage. Whether if used together, we can choose to use only one of them because both of them mean the same. So much of rainfall, so many movies got hit. This sound remember me. This sound reminds me is an appropriate usage. This is all I have from today's meeting, Toastmasters and guests. However, I would like to make a little suggestion here. If you would surround yourself with media, with an English language media, it will greatly help you improve because media is so powerful a tool that it will unconsciously teach you many things. Listening to it, you will use the same words. Reading them, you will unconsciously make an effort. You will subconsciously make an effort to be rephrasing the same words again. So I urge everybody to read books as simple as it is. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch movies with subtitles as it is. But still, do surround yourself with English media. Thank you. Over to Umar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uma Sushmita, for such a wonderful detailed report, and indeed it was very helpful for each and every one of you. So now is the time. So I will give my general evaluation of the entire meeting itself. So first of all, I will go with the things that can be improved. Then I will say some encouraging word. What are the things that were very good? First of all, the meeting started a little late. I have opened the meeting 15 minutes before. So in order to start on time, every role player should come in that 15 minutes space before the meeting. When the meeting room opens, they can check their connectivity is okay or not. The connection was dropping and all those things. They can work out, test whatever they want to do. So everything they can do it that time. So when the meeting starts, everything is flowing smoothly. So that is one thing that I would like to encourage you to improve upon. Secondly, guest intro was missed by the presiding officer. I think you can have guest intros, ask them where are they from, so which club they are from, and so how they heard, and all these things. Another thing that is something of presiding officer can avoid. A lot of times I've seen the presiding officer in different clubs, they do it. They talk about theme itself also. The theme is the baby of the Toastmaster of the day. So he will be explaining. Your president's opening remarks will be any motivational thought or anything that he will be talking about other than the theme. Then he will move on to the guest introduction, and in the business session he is leading. Then the education session is there. Another thing that I would like to highlight is when energy of the meeting. I am a big advocate of energy that we carry. For example, if we start the meeting, welcome Toastmaster, this is meeting number 52, and welcome to this. Or you can say like, welcome everybody, how are you doing? Everybody should be fine and great, and also so energy should be, I want to see that energy, and maybe innovative way of presenting it in a way that everybody connects to and they are lively and they want to get involved. So from sergeant terms till presiding to even for the Toastmaster, I want to have that energy. We don't be like, sound like mechanical, okay, I'm reading from the script and all those things. Try to innovate, be different, and have that energy and vibes. Also the timer, I think skip the evaluations for timings, how the evaluation will be timed. So you talked about prepared speeches and table topics, then you dropped off, but I still believe you were missing the evaluation timings, how they will be timed. Otherwise, very detailed and good timing role explanation. Another thing for the R counter was Satya took it first time, and I loved it how he did it. When he presented his report through an Excel sheet. Keep going, keep doing it. So you are developing and doing great job. Wonderful. Grammarian Toastmaster Uma, wonderful word of the day. It was, I was very finicky about using it. So that finicky thing went to be, I was in the soup also for not using the word of the day. So, but that is a part of life. Sometimes we are in the soup, sometimes we are not. And sometimes we are in chicken biryani also. Just kidding. So overall, excellent grammarian report, very thorough and detailed, and I loved it. And you even give us suggestion how everybody can improve their grammar also in English by subtitles and English movies and reading and all. Timer's report, I loved how he presented it through a PowerPoint slide. That is quite innovative instead of just reading the timing and whatever it is, but he was quite innovative. Toastmaster Akif, well done on that. And overall, I love the evaluation table topic master. First of all, how I can forget, very innovative, like using sounds to create table topics. That is well done, Toastmaster Mamata. And that is very creative and innovative of you to how we can connect to sounds. Very creative, and each and every table topic speaker did really well. And they had some nostalgia that what connected to their own story. Wonderful, wonderful job done. Evaluation by Toastmaster Ram Khan, wonderful. What I will just give a suggestion. In evaluation, this is a common pattern I have seen all around the world, and like a lot of evaluators do. They don't summarize the evaluation. Sometimes they miss out the conclusion part. Evaluation is a speech. First of all, you have to remember it should have an opening, it should have a body, it should have a conclusion. Either they will altogether miss the conclusion or they will not conclude it well. So as an evaluation, how you conclude an evaluation, you summarize what are the positives, you summarize what are the improvement points, then you leave with the encouraging words. So uplift the speaker. So overall, an excellent evaluation, Toastmaster Ramakant, and the speaker, Toastmaster Govind, wonderful storytelling and great job done. Overall, an excellent meeting and keep up the great work. Thank you for having me as a journal evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you so
Over
much.
to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Umar. Now, I would like to share the fourth option or the solution, that is rehome. It means the stray dog living on the street, the homeless dog, you should be adopting them instead of buying a new dog from the pet shop. I want to say one thing to everyone before buying a breed dog, think that you can give a good home and family to homeless animal. Every human should not buy a dog, but rescue in need and free him from the suffering and give him love, care, and shelter. And finally, before end the session, hand over to the presiding officer, I would like to say, adopt but don't shop. Over to you, presiding officer Toastmaster Akif.
Before Akif takes over, the poll is launched. Please mark your polls. Thank you.
Thank you, Mamta.
So let us vote for the best speakers and whatever coming in. We cannot see it, Mamta. It's not
I
coming.
am seeing responses here.
Okay, since I'm co-host, I might not be able to.
Yeah, you're a co-host, so you won't be able to. 7 people have responded so far. Request all of you to quickly action on it, please.
Mamta, even I couldn't see the poll.
Yeah, I could see, but I'm not able to. Yes, I'm a co-host or something.
Okay, I will bump you down as a co-host, then you should be able
I
to.
saw the poll and I have shared the
Thank you. I know it is visible to most. No, why? Can you guys DM your vote? The high stage player will be the TMOT, table topic master, and general evaluator. Low stage is timer, one master grammarian, and our counter. You can just mention the role. And best table topic speaker is between Toastmaster Krishna, Ramya, Ramakant, Anil, and Rajiv. Please DM your options to me in case you still can't see the poll. And thanks to all those who have responded. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mamta. And we had a lovely session of Adopt, Not Drop. We have few guests in here, and I would love to have their feedback and little introduction, starting with Toastmaster Krishna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akib. Today is a very wonderful meeting come
Rana?
across. And so first, I know that.
Khudna?
Sorry. Mamta madam from past 6 months onwards, because we met in different platforms, and so I know her potentiality. Today, once again, she proved that for her potential is in a different way. So that's why usually we have the traditional way of giving the topic to the person and asking to speak. And today she given wonderfully music is a really innovative idea. I'm very happy, ma'am. And after this, the next moment I'd seen that one tag team. I was in that wonderful moment, and once again in a timer, Akib came within a slide and stating that one person name, what the topic, and who's Joan, red Joan, yellow Joan, or Joan wise is once again. It's very a wonderful thing. Oh, Akib is eggs a badkar egg. Then Satya came into this Excel sheet and stating that one how many count with the statistically is given, that one Excel sheet also is giving like that's wonderful. Then Uma came and is telling that one, Ori boss, you have to be in the media. It will be subconscious mind will get a lot of things. It is a very take home message for me, that one. It is a wonderful meeting and is very professional. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity to join this Toastmaster club. I would like to join every time.
Please keep coming to our clubs, Toastmaster Krishna.
Definitely.
I would request guest Raghav to come on stage and share his little introduction and feedback for us, if you have any.
Hey, hi. Thank you, Akib, for giving me the opportunity. I wanted to participate in the table topic master, but I was not able to get this emotions icon, so that's say I couldn't able to raise my hand there. But anyways, we had a wonderful topics and in a very innovative way. The way Mamta has pitched up the sounds and all those things, that was very innovative. Kudos to you, Mamta, for thinking out of the box. And yeah, I got this opportunity because of Mamta itself. We met Mamta. I mean, I met Mamta a couple of weeks back in the leadership meet. So she asked me to join this as a guest. So she gave me an opportunity. Thank you, Mamta, for once again giving me this opportunity. It's a great experience I had. You guys are really wonderful, and I see a very friendly experience here. I mean, there is a lot of scope for every one of us to improve ourselves, and I feel happy that there are so many people who are just coming out of their comfort zone and trying to learn many new things. So it's a great feeling, and happy to be part of this session.
Thank you so much, Raghav, for the kind words. I have texted the WhatsApp group account. You can just join our WhatsApp group wherein you can get meeting updates. I've also shared my number for any queries that you have.
Sure. Thank you, Akib.
Is already in the group. Thanks, Raghav, for joining.
Thanks, everyone.
Requesting guest Ashrita. Ashrita, if we can have little introduction and your feedback for the meeting.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thanks, Akib, for giving me this opportunity. So I am from Northern Tool Toastmasters Club, and Anil is my colleague. So we had a first session of Toastmasters Club back in our office, but that was a general introduction which we had. We came to know what are the different roles each one of you would play, and each one of us have to play later. But we didn't have any description or any the basic rules or whatever. So today my mentor Shri Prada and my mentor Vaishnavi suggested me to join this meeting in order to know much about the Toastmasters Club and each and every responsibility that every one of us should play. And I feel this is a wonderful meeting. I got to know a lot about each and every one's responsibilities and the rules here. And the evaluation in general, I especially loved the way everyone portrayed it. It was very professional, yet it was very friendly manner. No one is experts here, right? So there was an thin line of the evaluation which was made. I really loved it, and thanks everyone for a wonderful meeting today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashrita. Now I would request Toastmaster Anil to, you already have introduction, a feedback would be good from your side.
Thanks, Arik. Thanks, Akib, for giving the opportunity, and thank you, team. So, as I mentioned, that we've been part of the Northern Toll Toastmaster Club, and it's a great journey. Everyone need to be a part of this journey who want to learn and grow both professionally and leadership-wise. Not only that, it gives your confidence levels when you speak in a larger forum. So either you want to be speak onto the stage forums also, it gives an opportunity to how do you face the larger group. So I feel it's a great opportunity for everyone to be part of it and learn, and I'm happy to be part of it, this group. And I did my best, and I got each and everyone's responsible to get more about it. And eventually, as everyone said, that Mamata has been out of box. It's really, I just did not thought that, because when I heard about the table topics, I thought that people give in the form of a list of topics, but it was out of box. Mamata did a great job. She did think out of box of that. And with that said, also Akib, as well as timer part, as well as the R counter, I mean the presentation skills of those, how exactly you put onto in a Excel format, as Amakant has mentioned, that it really gives more look into the detailed view of presenting the queries, I mean the feedback too. That's it from my end, and thank you, team, for giving the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anil, for the kind words. Now I will be sharing the results, and I think someone has, you guys have already seen for high stage, it is Toastmaster Mamata. For low stage, we have Wordmaster Grammarian, Toastmaster Uma. And for table topics, any guesses? Nobody's guessing, everybody's surprised because everybody participated good, right? This is Toastmaster Ramya. Congratulations.
It's really surprising.
Okay, so now that we don't have Toastmaster Umar and Toastmaster Ramakant, but still I will share this with all of you to see how it looks. So,
I wish Mamta plays that music again.
this is for TTM Ramakant for coming and helping Coastline Toastmasters Club and helping us as speech evaluator. And then we have it for, this is for TM Toastmaster Umar Farooq, all the way from Riyadh. He came and helped us as general evaluator. Thank you so much, Umar and Toastmaster Ramakant, for joining us today evening. So wonderful evening spent with you all. A lot of learning from Toastmaster of the Day and Table Topic Master, and with all the role players. With this, I would again congratulate all the best speaker, best table topic speakers and everybody. And now I would hand over the stage to Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Govind, to at least close the meeting, though you could not start.
Thank you so much, Presiding Officer Akib. Confused and success at delivering speech with the power vested in me, I, Toastmaster Govind, conclude this meeting. Thank you everyone for attending this meeting and making it a grand success. Thank you.